Hi everyone, welcome to the first edition of That Gaysian podcast. My name is Gurb.
I'm Raj. Hey!
And this is our space to talk about all things gay and Asian and living in the UK as us.
Absolutely, babes. And do you know what? There's nothing more unique than being hot, brown, and gay.
I don't know. I mean, I am physically hot, but that's just because it's like 99 degrees. I can smell you.
Oh, that's not me.
I think we should introduce ourselves and say hello and who we are. I'm a Pisces.
Oh, okay. We're going full primary school.
I'm a Pisces. Okay, so I live in London, which is a great city to live in. I am a doctor by trade. We won't be talking about anything medical apart from
Doctor.
what we need to do to fix this situation.
Doctor, not pharmacist.
Oh. I would like to say that pharmacy is a fabulous career.
Oh, stop. Honestly.
And I feel like I'm really pleased to be doing something specifically about being gay and Asian because it's still quite big taboo.
I agree. I think, for me, the passion is around the opportunities and the equalities that we have to face daily. That actually, yes, being Asian you face, being part of the LGBTQ plus community, yes, you face. But to Shazam those two together, I love a Shazam.
Do you know what that is?
Wasn't it a sweet?
Isn't it an app that tells you what the song is playing?
Is it?
Someone called me Shazam once. That was racist. I was like, what's my name? I was like, Shazam? I was
like,
you are. Anyway, so what about you? What would you say about yourself?
Okay, so, Raj, 22 years old.
In dog years. Cheers.
I live in the Midlands. Not a doctor. I work in the world of housing, which is delightful. I think for me, it's around how being gay, being Asian, not being the stereotypical six-pack, being femme, how that works. So, if, I don't know, we were to go to the Gurdwara or the Mandir or some place of worship or anything like that, you would have to dress differently and not be who you are. Not because you're going to get smited there and then, or be struck by lightning, maybe. But actually, it's all the uncles and aunties and the macho men that are all there.
But you know what? It's not as bad as at a wedding or a function.
Yeah.
Because in a good one, actually, you have to be quite quiet.
Yes, and you have to be a little bit.
You can't really,
until you get out from London.
Or you're like in the car park.
Agreed.
I mean, good one of car parks.
Agreed.
It's the high drama.
Gossip Central. This is.
And don't get me started on that stupid thing where you have a face-off and you have to lift someone up at a wedding. Do you know that? Have you ever done that?
Oh, this is like the milling, isn't it?
The milling!
It's the
milling! Oh my gosh,
yeah.
I hate that moment.
Listen, if someone's going to I will give them a blanket. I will give them a blanket and £101. Here you go, left hand. Actually, I'd make it 11. But you know what? If someone can lift, be my guest.
We should say, just for completeness, what is your religion?
So I'm Hindu Punjabi. Part of the Punjab, part of the H, like the brown sauce.
And I'm Sikh.
Sikh
Punjabi. Let's talk about coming out. Gay, Asian, brown.
Yep.
Don't frown at the brown.
No, never. Wouldn't you go brown?
How did you come out of the closet?
I never had to come out.
I mean, is there really any...
This is the thing, because do you know what? I've always been quite unapologetically me. Always. Like, if I wanted to wear... Even as a child, I've always been quite femme. I've always been extremely loud. I've always been OTT with everything. And I think it just... I think people would be surprised if I came out straight.
Could you ever be straight?
Moving on. What about you?
I think what it comes down to is looking beyond sexuality and seeing you as your son.
Absolutely.
So I think, and I feel quite lucky in that way, but the thing is when you bring up the topic, itself can still be quite uncomfortable.
Yeah, we still care about you know, the old school values of Bia Galla, Garlela, Nyane Dasalela, right? And to be honest with you, even, you know, the hetero couples don't want
Yes.
that anymore.
Yes, exactly.
You know,
or do they? I don't do they?
well, you know, I'm very doing a very broad sweep here, but you know, even by the time you're late 20s, Biani Ganda.
But that's more on women, isn't it?
No, I don't think it is. I don't think it is.
I think it is. I think Asian men can get away with it for a lot longer than Asian women.
Really?
Oh, yeah. One of my uncles, I'm sure didn't get married, was like my age, 26.
20s.
Plus 12.
26
30.
plus 20.
And looking good for it, so you can calm
Oh,
your
please.
shizzle.
Please. The rest of his neck is pinned back.
Like the Vivian.
I really want to try
Love
them.
it. So, so you never actually physically came out?
No, never. To anybody.
Did your mum ever ask you about relationships, boys, girls? Did you ever have a conversation with your parents
No.
about being with someone? Anyone?
No, because so I'm the youngest of three, and within our family we've never really brought partners home.
And that's an Asian thing, right?
I think so. I don't think it's just my household. I think
it's an Asian thing.
Yeah.
You don't bring someone home unless you're going to get married to them.
Unless it's deadly
introduced.
serious.
Yeah.
Deadly serious, and you have got to do all that groundwork previously.
Yeah.
I don't think that it's the norm to do that. So actually, we've never had that kind of pressure. Mum's always just said to me, "Just be happy."
That's nice. What about your dad?
See, Dad's always followed Mum's lead. To be fair, bless him. He's no longer with us, obviously. So, you know, he's always been pretty chilled with everything. Never really said anything. He's always been pretty cool with stuff. I couldn't feel more blessed than that. And I think that's pretty much the same with yours as well, isn't it?
Over time, people get used to the idea. And when I first told my mum, it needed to come out, and that was when I was 27. And then telling my dad only a few years ago, because I thought I thought I didn't have to say anything, but clearly I needed to because something came up. I thought, oh gosh, something needs to be said.
Yeah.
So I did. And yeah, it's and do you know what the worst thing about it is? There's no word for gay in Punjabi.
No.
How do you say I'm gay?
You see, this is a thing, and this
Or Hindi. Is there a word for Hindi? I'm gay. Or in Urdu? How do you say I'm gay in Urdu?
I don't know. So
I would just say I'm gay. No, wait. मैं gay हाँ. तू gay हाँ?
very
बहुत gay होंदा है.
very good.
बहुत gay.
So, but you're right, and I think this is where the misconception comes, because back in the day, and when they're back in the motherland, right?
Bottom.
Gay is associated with hijri. Hijri are men that dress as women, right? So it's associated with kind of cross-dressing and almost prostitution in a sense. So yeah, this got dark really quick. So
Just like your makeup. Oh, hey.
just like those bags under your eyes.
I know.
Yeah.
I know they're dark.
Oh. I think this is the problem, is that they instantly think gay, oh my god, you're going to dress as a woman. They're seen as very as pariahs of a community. They're the outcasts of a community. And I think as soon as you mention gay, that's where the old school mentality goes to.
I know what you mean though, because it's the unknown. Because people don't talk about it as parents.
It's taboo,
It's
isn't
taboo.
It's not unknown because it's known.
No, but hijri are known.
Yes.
What about gay people?
See, gay people, I think, they would probably just think it's a phase.
Yes.
Bia karke theek ho jana sara kuch, you know.
So I really do think that that's part of it, is the language around using, say, gay in Asian subculture is basically not there. Maybe we should create a word that means gay in Punjabi. Can you think of anything at the top of your head?
Maybe I struggle with the English alphabet, never mind the Punjabi and the Hindi one.
To see homoya. Homo.
No, I mean, that's homo.
More? More.
Yes, please. I'll take 2. Do you know what? I think we need to put it out there to everybody. You know, comment, message us, let us know what your thoughts are.
The words "I'm gay" are very hard to say.
They are.
And I'll be honest, even day to day, like, it's very interesting when you hear other people talk about it. Because they'll be like, oh, I've got a friend and, you know, he's...
One of you.
He's what? He's... And I'm like, mate, you can say the word gay.
Yeah.
The fact that you don't say it makes it worse.
Yes.
So
Absolutely.
that annoys me. And that's not Indian people, that's white people, that's other people, everyone just doesn't, nobody likes to use a word.
Yeah.
And that really irritates me. And I think that comes from the fact that people use it to say things, if something's bad, they call it gay. Oh my god, my homework is so gay. And it's like, oh, your homework is a sexual preference, does it?
Maybe
Is your homework on prep?
Maybe.
I hope it is.
Maybe it is.
And I always, and I hate that. It's my absolute pet peeve in life.
Yeah.
People calling things gay.
Yeah. I know you hate that.
But don't you?
It is what it is. It's like you can't control the youth of today. You know, they're going to come up with silly slogans and stuff like that. Slogans? Are they?
We're the youth.
Yes. You know,
no one goes around with slogans for themselves. Maybe we should have entrance lines, like just any time you introduce yourself.
Yeah, but can you imagine?
Your slogan.
Oh, like a signature on an email.
Oh, best. Comma. It's just a shame that we don't have a space where people can just be like, you know what, this is who I am. For gay Asian people.
Yeah, I agree, because actually I think even within families, you've got your cousins and you've got your buas, dayas, jachis, all of them lot, and I think that's the most difficult thing.
I agree, I think that's harder. So what advice would you give to anybody who is gay, Asian, and wanted to come out to their family?
Again, I'm not a counsellor, I'm not any kind of professional advice giver, clearly, apart from style. Just be honest with yourself. Be true to who you are. You know, at the end of the day, you get, and it sounds really cliche, but you get one life. You honestly do. And wasting your energy and channeling your energy into almost the negative parts of it just doesn't bode well for you, your environment, your family situation, anything like that. I think confide in a friend, you know, and again, a friend that is completely separate to your family environment, so not your cousin, not your dayas, chachas.
But these.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? It's start building your own social circle that you can rely on, that you can trust.
It's a good step.
Because if it does hit the fan, right, you know that you're not going to be alone.
And I think that's what it comes down to. It's like planning for that moment. Because I think I'll be honest with you, it's all very nice to say, be yourself, but some people will feel like they are trapped.
Absolutely.
And so I would say, and I don't know if this is the right
friendship.
Friendship prison. One thing I would say is, get out my life.
Thank you so much.
If you want to come out and you're scared of doing it because you're in an Asian family, then you need to be able to take the steps in advance that allow you to be okay, whatever the outcome is. And it sounds terrible, but you might need to accept, if you think the reaction is going to be that bad, right? If you think the reaction is going to be that your family disowns you completely, then you have to decide whether that's okay and live with that possibility. So for me, it sounds awful, but I thought to myself, if this goes terribly, I know physically I'm okay. I live away, I've got my own job, I'm independent financially, emotionally, there's barriers.
Wow.
And I think, for me anyway, it meant that it makes it a bit easier. Like if I was still living at home and they're providing for me and I was still in that house and I knew they would disown me and be homeless, it's a very different situation.
It is. You've always got me.
Oh.
The garage, you can, whatever.
So I think you have to, if you can, try and make circumstances so that you can try and do something. It's not always possible, but I'm just thinking about the practicalities. Like, what would you do?
I would cross that bridge when I get to it. So if it's like doomsday planning, you know, let's buy an underground bunker, let's stock it with canned food.
That's another topic. I would love that kind of stuff.
But actually, it might never happen. But yes, there is a contingency there.
So the thing is, so what you're saying is basically you might just not need to say anything for a while. Keep it on the down low, which doesn't really seem appropriate when we talk about pride. But the thing is, if your situation is so bad, maybe you can't come out of the closet yet. Maybe practically you physically cannot. And actually, that's okay, as long as you know it's not going to be forever.
You know when you're ready.
Yes.
You know when you are ready.
You have to decide when it's ready.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what it comes down to.
And actually, external factors are always going to be there. There's always going to be something. There's always going to be something that's going to be an obstacle. So only you would know when you're ready. Whether that be now, tomorrow, next week, 10 years from now.
And the truth is, if you feel like, you know what, this is who I am, and I'm going to be homeless because of this, but I accept that, then that's still your choice. Like, if you feel like that's what you need to do, then you need to do it. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just that, you know, and there are organisations that can help.
I was just about to come on to that actually, you know what, you're never alone.
Yeah.
You are never alone, because you know what, being part of the LGBTQ+, especially Asian community as well, you're never alone.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ever. There's always someone there. We're here.
Yeah, if you are gay and Asian, we are now your family.
Yes,
I love
absolutely.
That. Who's the mum? Oh, Priscilla!
Priscilla. She's
our baby.
Yeah, she's the head of our family. And
I'm like a mumma.
We'll see. So
I feel like mumma is my natural go-to.
Hang on, which one's the cha-cha?
Dad's side.
Dad's side.
I think you're like a cha-cha.
I'm probably the cha-cha. The cha-chas are normally the worst, aren't they?
Yeah, mummy are kind of like quite fun.
Are they?
There is a difference between cha-cha and mumma in terms of mentality, don't you think?
I think so, yes, because cha-cha are more mature.
Physically.
Did you just call me fat?
Babe. Babe.
Do I look like cheese?
Camembert.
Yes! Brown!
Baked.
Oh, gooey. Stupid.
Okay, well listen, Raj, this has been a pleasure. I
Listen,
love you. I appreciate you.
Gurby.
As platonic friends only.
Oh.
I am single.
There's almost two of me.
And I will see you on the flip. Do people say that? The flip side. Flip of what though? I don't understand. Flip the door.
Flip your door.
More topics, more hot topics.
And actually...
Hot. Is coming up.
Not that hot. Not that hot. Listen, if you guys want us to talk about anything, or you've got topics that you want to bring up that are dear to you, send away.
Ping a message. You know? Ping? Does one ping?
Babe, I don't even know if that's even a thing. Ping?
Oh, no.
Thank you guys. Love you
Always
all.
a pleasure. Bye.
Bye.